Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Average Movie Review podcast. Today, we're going to be reviewing the first three episodes of Ironheart. I'm going to keep this spoiler free as much as I can, and then maybe just deep dive into a few things. But the beginning of this will at least be a little bit spoiler free. So, if you choose to, you can listen to it and then watch it, and then come back and listen to what I have to say about the rest of the episodes and stuff. But overall, so far, I'm liking it. I'm enjoying it. It's fun. It's interesting. It's captured my honestly my interest more than anything. Um, I read a lot online and I saw a lot of people reviewing it and they were kind of like hating on it and stuff. And I don't understand where the hate is coming from. And the people who review bomb this show, you guys are just assholes and racists at the end of the day. That's all it is. You're not really doing anyone any favor. You're not helping your cause, but you're also like kind of shining down upon like people who actually worked really hard and actually did a pretty good job on this show. The cast is amazing. We have Anthony Ramos playing the Hood. You have Dominique Thorne playing Ironheart. Manny Montana, I love this guy. I think he's a phenomenal actor. He's playing Kujino John, cousin of the Hood. Lyric Ross, who plays Natalie, is Ironheart's or Riri's best friend who, passes away in the show right before the show starts. And then you have Alden Einreich, Aaron, Aaron Reich, Aaron Reich, I think, who plays Joe McGillicuddy, but really turns out to be actually Obadiah Stane's son. And then we have a few other notable mentions: Shea Coulee, Zoe Tarask, Jim Rash is in it as well. Matthew Ellum, who plays Xavier. Another small little character, Harper Anthony. He plays this little kid who helps Riri and stuff. He's really good as well. But overall, so far, I think a really good show. Starting off pretty strong. I would rate the entire three episodes a solid 7.5 out of 10. Not too bad. The only issues I'm having with the show so far is just the pacing because I feel like there could have been a lot more story to tell, but unfortunately, because this is a 6 episode show and they released all three episodes right off the bat, we're gonna have to wait for we're gonna have to keep it pushing. Really, it's gonna be a lot more faster than it should be. So I kind of understand that, but I just wish that maybe this could have been a 10 episode show, and I feel like there was a lot more story to tell. The chemistry is amazing between Dominique, Anthony, even Alden. They work so well, but the chemistry that stands out the most is between Dominique and Lyric, Riri and Natalie. Their chemistry is off the charts. They're funny. They work so well on screen. It just meshes in so well. Like great job to both of them. They stand out completely. Dominique Thorne is absolutely killing it as Ironheart. She is phenomenal. God bless that girl. She unfortunately the show was not marketed properly. The show was not hyped up enough, and yet she delivers an amazing job. And Ryan Coogler was part of the project, so that they had this in the direction. And the people that probably will hate this show honestly just hate the culture. That's just it. They're just straight up racist and they hate the culture. The show is beautiful. It is magnificent to watch. Another plus point is the CGI is phenomenal on this show. So good. So much better than the crap that they put out when they released like the first trailer or like the first 5 seconds of the show or whatever. CGI is top notch, absolutely nailed it. A lot of people were saying online they hate the nanotech suits, and I kind of have to agree. I agree. I agree. I hate it too. I love just the mechanized suits. It's so much better and it looks so much more cooler. So much more cooler. It's flawless. It's just flawless the way that they work. So shout out to them for that. CGI amazing. Story wise, it's a pretty typical story, like I guess coming of age story, or like the hero of how a hero starts and whatnot, making the wrong decisions, realizing you could do some good, and then finally becoming the hero that you're supposed to be. Right, like that's pretty much the trope. That's pretty much the storyline. There's nothing different about it in that sense. Um, I just feel like even though that's the case, it's still unique on its own. It still plays to a different factor. I think it there's a lot more culture. There's a lot more at stake in this show than there is in other types of projects that we've seen. it's not like the best MCU show, but it's definitely not the worst. It's right in the middle and it's good, right? Alden does an amazing job. I have no idea why this man does not get casted anywhere. There must be something on him that people know, or maybe they just don't like him. I have absolutely no idea, guys, but he does a phenomenal job playing Stain's son. He does it. Him and his Dominique's chemistry in the show is again really, really good. I'm really enjoying it. We all know his character turns out to be a supervillain, but they might be taking a different route, and I'm actually okay with that. I think I'm okay with this, just this one where, the bad guy doesn't have to be a bad guy, he's actually a good guy. But then also, it could be the fact that maybe by the end of the season, he gets betrayed by Riri or something happens and it turns him down that path, right? I guess the truth is like our decisions, as much as they affect us, they also affect the people around us as well. So that there's also that. Anthony Ramos does a wonderful job as the Hood so far. For those who don't know who the Hood is, he is kind of like a supernatural villain. The Hood, he has a hood that gives him powers that he can levitate, he can disappear, he can teleport and whatnot, and then he can use it also to control his guns and the bullets and the way he shoots and everything, and he uses magic. There is clear signs of Mephisto coming, and even if you just Google Ironheart cast, you can see, well, the talentless Sacha Baron Cohen, who has been casted as Mephisto. So he's definitely on his way. I'm excited to see Mephisto finally after so many teases and whatnot. So that should be interesting to see. I think he's coming in episode 5, or he's going to be revealed in episode 5 or 4. I can't remember. There was like a little hint that they released when they released the episode names and whatnot. So that was really good. I love the title cards. Those are phenomenal as well. Very interesting, very once again, different, unique, fun to look at. Music is also really good as well. You get the whole vibe. In terms of the story, again, the idea of like trauma and whatnot, and Riri having those traumatic moments and panic attacks in the show, I think it's a good thing because it also tackles like mental health and all of that stuff as well, but also shows that sometimes even heroes have moments of doubt, right? Or they go through certain things that are a little bit different. So that's something like they go through like humans, like just normal regular people. They go through that stuff too. So I like that connection. It makes me feel a little bit more connected to her as just an average audience member. Um, Online, I have been reading a lot of hate about it trying to. This show has been trying to kind of disrespect Tony's legacy or Stark's legacy and whatnot, or in some sort of way, or it keeps asking the question, what would Tony Stark be Tony Stark if he wasn't a billionaire? I didn't get that feeling. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I wasn't even looking for it. I have no idea, but I didn't get that feeling from this show at all. I don't know where people were getting this crap from, but this definitely was not in the show at all to me. What this show does is it reminds me of Iron Man 3 a lot, of how Tony was kind of on his own trying to figure out his own stuff, and he still made it all work, right? Especially that scene in Iron Man 3 where he goes to the Home Depot store and he grabs all those materials and he comes up with these weapons and then he goes and storms the castle. Like, that's who Tony Stark is. Like, it's not the suit, it's what he can build. And I think that's something that they're probably going to make Riri understand. It's not about the suit; it's about what you can do and how you do it and what you use your gifts for, right? And I think Alden's character kind of touches upon that at the end of episode 3 as well, where they talk about that stuff. Um, there is a lot of things happening, so this is going to be a little bit spoiler. We see that John passes away due to due to Riri's decision and whatnot, and then Riri having a panic attack at the end of the episode as well, kind of addressing the fact that like she doesn't know what to do now. She feels like she's killed someone, which is a yes and no type situation. But again, hopefully that will be more explored in the upcoming episodes, which will be released next week as well. Again, the stakes have been kind of risen now. The Hood is going to look for whoever. Well, when he finds out what Riri did, he's going to go after Riri, right? So then there becomes the clash, and then the good versus bad pretty much storyline comes into play and whatnot. So I'm looking forward to that. Overall, show's been pretty good. It's funny. Honestly, it's funny. It's interesting. It's caring. It's different. I don't know how else to put it. Go watch the show for yourself. Be the judge of it. Don't let people like me or other people online tell you what to watch and what not to watch. Yes, there are some shows out there that maybe you shouldn't need to watch because it's absolute garbage, but this is not one of them. This is actually a really good show, and these guys deserve more than what they're getting in terms of, like, I guess, like the promotion, the fame, whatever. Like, they're doing a good job, and this is a really good coming of age story for a hero, especially a young Avenger, I guess you could say, learning the ropes and making those decisions. Because at the end of the day, it was kind of the same thing that happened to Tony, right? Like, he lived a life of debauchery, I guess. He did things, he didn't care about the consequences of his own actions or what his weapons were doing, or, like, all of that stuff. He didn't give a shit about it, right? Until it affected him, and then he realized, like, there's something wrong here and he needs to make a change. And the same thing with Riri, right? Like, she was doing these homework for help and hiring, all of that stuff. She was just giving away free stuff, and it was affecting people around them because there was actual people who were working hard who weren't getting into MIT or weren't graduating or weren't getting the grades that they deserved because other people were stealing it from them because of her, right? And then she had to pay for the consequences. She got expelled, right? And right now, at the end of the episode, another thing, she did this for herself. She was being selfish. She was just looking for a way to upgrade her suit. And now, because of that, somebody has died, right? There's consequences to our actions. And that's what the show is exploring. And that's what it's giving her the chance to understand that, but also kind of create a hero on the way, right? We all stumble, we all fall, and eventually we get up, right? It's how we get up and what we do after that. That's what really defines us. So I think that's what this show is trying to show, and I think they're doing a solid job at going that way, and I hope they continue on that path for the next 3 episodes. But that's my quick review. I hope I haven't spoiled too much, but yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I hope to hear from you soon, and catch me in the next one.